So today we're going to be playing Chandra Prison Tribal. We had two options. We had a Scred version that was provided by a sub. We also had this Chandra Super Tribal version. I'll say Super Tribal. The other one had 8 Chandras. This one had 10 Chandras and happened to have Acolyte of Flame, which is one of my favorite Chandras when you're using Chandras because you get to get closer to emblems, ults, or other things like that. Now, you'll notice that this list has 23 lands and 6 rituals instead of 21 and 9. And this is because we have fairly high curves here for the Chandra Awakened Inferno, not to mention Chandra Heart of Fire. We'll have 12 lock. This is all main boarded, and this is because we don't have Karn. There's no reason to put a bridge into the sideboard, so all 12 are in the main. Chandras, lots of them. We also have for the utility, Seasoned Pyromancer, Maze Mind Tome, Chandra's Regulator, and Abrades. We basically have threats, draw engine, and a little bit of creatures, draw engines, and then a little bit of utility with the Abrades. If our Chandras aren't going to take us the distance and we need to be a bit quicker than dropping a 5-drop on maybe turn 3 or 4, depending on ramp, we have Rabble Master here in the sideboard, and we have a set of Magus of the Moons as well. The Magus of the Moons here are just in case we need to hit up a Tron matchup, or probably Amulet or other Land Matters deck. Sideboard also has a couple Angers, a couple Boils, and a couple Relics, and that's for some other matchups. Let's play some Magic. What's up, heebie-jeebies, Mad Knives, Tab Pad, me? Woo! Let's play some Magic. Chandra Tribal. In Modern. Chinolem. What's up? Hope I said that right. Oh, we found the opponent immediately. So Mad Knives, I noticed you liked some of the red-black. Wow, this is really messed up. This isn't supposed to be there. You liked that. You liked the middle list as well. Thanks for the feedback. Chandra Tribal feels right. It does. Thought you would want to know that our long national nightmare is over. Bob 2.0 got his name back. Oh, yeah. I saw that when he logged in. What's up, Rio Grande? And I love Chandra Tribal. All right, well, we've got Chandra Tribal. We are on the play. We're going to be playing first. We can really push this Maze Mind Tome and see if it's valuable here. Great vids. Thank you. We're working on them. Trying to make them better each time. So I sort of kind of want to try this because it's not like an explosive great start here, but like Maze Mind Tome, right? I'm going to keep this. It's just going to be, it's going to be an experiment. Tonight's stream and video will probably be a little more experimental. Seeing a green-white land's pretty good here. Bridge is pretty powerful against that. We have Regulator and Maze Mind Tome. I'm going to start with Maze Mind. My opponent looks to be a creature deck, and having some extra life gain wouldn't be a bad thing. We'll decide after their turn here if I'm going to scry or attempt to draw. Might be just a scry. I think it's going to be a scry because I don't want to draw cards because I do have Bridge main. Let's put Simian Spirit on top. We can get rid of Simian Spirit Guide pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and put a Regulator down and pass the turn. This is looking pretty decent. I can scry, I could pick up the card, all kinds of things. Creature deck with Scavengers, a Knight of Autumn. Well, that's rude. That's rude. Are they going to blow up? The Regulator. Well, in response to this, I'm going to scry. I like this card. Let's go ahead and use this, and I'm going to discard a mountain and get that land, or that extra bridge. Extra bridge feels good against the Knight of Autumn deck. Opponent does not attack. Let's go ahead and do a scry so we don't have to off the Maze Mind Tome. At least not immediately. An extra void. We can bottom this. 1, 2, 3. We can put a bridge down. Can't quite put the next bridge down. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Chandra's Regulator is a filter card, but also doubles down our Chandra abilities. And so it's like having a copy of your Chandra out there, which is really, really nice. Deck notably does not have Torpor Orb, one of my favorite artifacts in the sideboard. So we'll see if that punishes us. This deck is fire. My opponent still has decided not to attack me. Scry. I'll put this on top. I don't mind putting this on top because now I can shut off their 1 green source. So we'll try that. Then I might just play bridge number 2 here. This might be a collected company. Yep. Birds of Paradise, followed by a Birds of Paradise. These are really good creatures after I pretty much, you know. Scry to the top here. Let's see what's coming next turn. Season Pyromancer. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This would be 3. Get rid of bridge. Let's bottom this. I'm going to go ahead and just play the other bridge out. I'm not too worried about some sort of Maelstrom pulse from our opponent. And this way I'm just completely empty-handed. I can't tell what they're on either. I haven't really seen a basically Selesnya just value creatures list. Definitely haven't seen that. Put our own Chandra Acolyte to flame up. I'm just going to 0 or +1 her essentially and make her at 5. If my opponent has some way to beef up the birds at some point and then attack under our bridge, this is kind of a risky place to be. So hopefully that won't happen. Honestly, it just looks like green-white value town. We have an Eldamari's Call. The Call gets a Heliod Sun crowned. Okay. I'm going to try to, what, gain life here? Looks like we want to gain life. Okay. Well, I suppose I could. Let's go ahead and make some elementals and attack. I know the Scavenging Ooze can block 1, but really nothing else can block properly, I suppose. There's no creature to eat right now. They block 1 here. They block 1 here. Knight of Autumn goes to the bin. So, theoretically, my opponent could get infinite life. My fear is a Walking Ballista, especially a Walking Ballista here on 2. So that is what they've got. Alright. So we get comboed out here. I don't really have much for a Heliod Sun Crowned. I don't really have much for Walking Ballista. We can protect ourselves, but basically they're the life gain stuff. So, let's play a little more aggressive. How do we want to go about this? I'd like to bring in pretty much all of this. My opponent can beat us through a bridge. I'm going to probably trim 2 bridges here. Probably the Chandra Awakened. Honestly, Chandra Heart is decent. Maybe just trim 1 of those. Probably a pair of Chalices here. 1 Blood Moon. We might take 1 Regulator out. We really need to be faster than my opponent. And this stuff is just not... To me, this is just not doing it. If we get a Chalice, we could throw it on 1 to stop maybe a future future bird or something. I don't know. Yeah, we definitely can't be the control deck. We could put a Chalice on 3. We might try to do that, but that then needs to have a Chalice on 4 as well. The Chalice on 4 has to be for Collected Company. And we're assuming that they're not playing Finale, in which case we would need a Chalice on 5 as well. So, like, now knowing what they're on, I really don't like this hand. I really don't like this hand. This hand struggles here. I'm going to mulligan this and look for something faster since we're on the play. Well, this is a bit faster and it has a removal spell. I suppose we'll keep and get rid of the bridge here. Probably just try to get the Seasoned Pyromancer down, maybe make some tokens and get in there. The Abrade could be useful against a Walking Ballista in the right scenario, depending on how they sequence the life gain. Let's Desperate Ritual here. Seasoned Pyromancer, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 2 lands here. I think. I could, it's definitely one land. I think it's both lands here and hold the Abrade as a removal spell. We'll probably draw another mountain. All right, Temple Garden here. We might just Blood Moon them out. Marsh Flats, fetching. I assume this will go get a basic plains, and does so. And we have a Conclave Mentor. If one or more +1/+1 counter is put on a creature you control, you may +1/+1 counter on that creature instead. Whenever it dies, you gain life equal to its power. All right, let's check the top of the library. Blood Moon, I've already got one of those. We'll put that at the bottom. We'll go ahead and play Blood Moon. I'm going to go ahead and attack too. I'm one land away from getting 2 creatures here. Shutting them off green's probably okay with the Blood Moon. I have a feeling they want to keep this around as long as possible. Razor Verge Thicket. There's the Sun Crowned. It's not looking very good. This is kind of like a Devoted Druid combo. And being a much more control-heavy build makes me worried we're not going to have enough here. We're going to not play Magus here because I need to be able to braid the Walking Ballista that they're holding in hand. They're going to drop a land, try to put it on 1, have this, and then try to do the life gain piece. Ooh, it's a Thalia. All right, Thalia first. I was fairly convinced they were going to go the other route. Attacks for 2. We'll pass the turn. I thought they had the land. Maybe they missed the land drop. Yeah, it's the Selesnya Constrictor, basically. We'll go ahead and play Magus here, pass turn. Ooh, actually, this was a bad idea. Ooh, this was a bad idea. Don't have a land. Ooh. What kind of question is that? Your YouTube? Just waiting for Return to Zendikar for that sweet mill crab? I get you, I get you. Makes this life linking. Puts a +1/+1 counter over here. Makes it a 4/4. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna pass the turn. I don't like our position here. We're too many turns into this game. Do we have Pyro Goggles in this deck as well? We do not. Rune Crab and all that mill stuff is gonna be great. I think so, Mortal Gill Zone. I think so. Cheaters? We're cheater? What? Cheaters? Who's cheaters? I'm gonna double block. See what happens. Mill is cheating. By the way, the weather's been crazy today. I hope it doesn't cut out. It's true. All right, we're gonna gain. This is gonna grow. All these cool things happen. I really don't feel like I can get rid of this Abrade. Although this is becoming a 4/3. I don't know. Are we supposed to kill Thalia Guardian here? I guess it's awkward if I draw some of my Chandra Heart of Fire. If it gets to attack again with the Sun Crowned out, it's going to become too big. It does seem reasonable. It's just disappointing because it doesn't give me a response to if they play the Walking Ballista. You have Snow? I don't know what that is. We'll Abrade Thalia. I don't think we're getting very far here if they continue to gain life anyway. Ooh, baby. Get that in there, Goblin Rabble Master. Fires in for 1. All right, we got a long way to go here to end their life here. But maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. I don't know what they have. Green spells? Maybe. Maybe. Getting in with Rabble Master again. We're going to drop both of these cards. We have a clock. We have a clock and an opponent with only green spells, I think. I think it's Magus. I think it's Tome. I think I'm going to Scry. Gonna bottom that card. We'll just take natural draws from here on out, and I'll draw cards to find answers to killing my opponent faster. Everyone loses their minds? Oh, the dust? Oh, my opponent's moving to discard. Oh, Collector Ufe. Let's draw a card. That's useless. That's useless. Rabblemaster. I have forgotten about you, Rabblemaster. Teach us the way. Maze Mind draws a land and we get in for another set of damage. Opponent is looking for green forests. Green forest. They've got a Collector Ufe, by the way. Regulator and Maze Minds are a little bit weaker. Something to note. Something to note. I only have 3 of those cards, so oof away. Oof away. Blood Moon was really good there, guys. Should we, like, bring this in? Over, like, a Regulator? Yeah, that seems really good. That did really good things. Man, I don't know what I do if they just get the combo down, though. I'll be very honest. It's just like, honestly, these bridges could be just like something else. It was the tome that caused the scoop? Maybe. Maybe. Should the bridges just be chalices? The relics make you angry? The relics were... It's a Mr. Jangles list. Can I just say it's someone else's list? When I post this up to YouTube, if that's where it goes, everyone will be like, you should have done this, you should have done that. And I can't say it was Mr. Jangles list. Do you guys hear that rain? Ambient noise. Ambient noise. Chalice and Tomb seems good. I agree. It does shut off my like 1 interaction spell though at instant speed. WoW seems angry. It's just because the mic can pick it up relatively loudly. But it's raining. I think I'm gonna go with as is here. Blood Moon obviously did a lot there, and having the ability to remove some of these Birds of Paradise is probably not a bad thing. We have a turn 1 Magus, or we have a turn 1 Rabblemaster. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We're going to go ahead and put the gemstones out. I want to probably get rid of this Chandra here with the idea that I could play Magus into Rabblemaster and then a Chalice. And Chandra's probably not putting down enough here, so... As much as we love Chandra Tribal, we gotta oh! Noble Hierarch. Guess we're turning on the afterburners here. Guess we're turning on the afterburners. Turn 1, Rabblemaster, go. You say lose Chandra? She's gone. She's gone. We're already into turn 2. I should play slower. We're all about that speed. Collector Ufe has joined the battlefield. Alright. I have the ability to throw a Chalice on 1. I have the ability to play a Seasoned Pyromancer. I have the ability to slap down a Moon. They are on a 1-lander. I wish I had an Abrade. What do we think here? Do I just need to make the board go super wide here? I can't throw Rabblemaster away to a Collector Ufe, right? That's just not... That's not ideal. You like the Magus? Like, it doesn't really shut them off of anything. The Noble Hierarch is still here. That's why I'm almost like looking at the Seasoned Pyromancer to make the board go wide. If I do Seasoned Pyromancer here, then I have to lose the Chalice, and I'm trying to decide, would a Chalice on 2 really stop my opponent from killing me? I think the wide board's probably the smartest thing here. My opponent stumbled with their land drop, and going a bit wider here will threaten to kill them faster, and it may draw me into, you know, just might generate 2 tokens. That's what it'll do. I'm not going to throw Rabblemaster away just yet. You know, perfect. why was I questioning what I was doing here? Clearly, it was Seasoned Pyromancer. If I'm going to generate 2 tokens and just have the same cards, why not? Walking Ballista on 1. What's up, Last God? We're doing all right. How are you? How are you? I love this. I love this. I can attack with just 1/1s now, and they can't combo kill me. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Void here. I don't want you. Bottom. Am I just throwing a Chalice on 2? I need a Chalice, a Braid to kill this. Let's swing with all the tokens. We're swinging with the tokens because Collector Ufe is stopping them from combo killing me. You're eating KFC and jamming Pioneer? Nice. Nice. Alright, now they lose Walking Ballista here. So now do I throw this on a 2? Maybe I just Magus. If I throw this on 2, man, I lose a Braid and Maze Mind Tome. That's really not a lot that I'm losing. On to 2. On to 2. We'll just win the game fast. We'll start throwing in Seasoned Pyromancer here. Especially if they miss another land drop here, it's Seasoned Pyromancer all the way. A Braid's really strong. I'm not gonna draw a Braid. We know that. We know that. Guess where Chandra's going, ladies and gentlemen. Chandra's gonna seal the deal here. Down tick on the Noble Hierarch. Get out of here. Sending in like this. You might be going, what? Why, Fluffy? Because I don't want them to randomly remove this and then attack me and I don't get the Chandra. We're good. Hitting them for 3. 13. Pass the turn. My opponent's hand must be absolute gas after the second card there. Now they had 2 mana this whole time. So this doesn't change anything currently. Dang. Scoot over, bash in. Sounds great. I'm gonna just go for damage here too. Does this just finish the game? Is this just gonna be it? Boom, get out of the way. Move. Scoot. Go sideways. There you go. Chandra played down Ufe out of the way. Bashing in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Putting them to 3. Uptick with Chandra puts them to 1. And they have 2, maybe a 3rd mana. We get there. Beating the combo deck. Going the aggro package. Making Rabble Master relevant and modern again. Feels good. Blood Moon and Rabble Master. The duo that truly shines. Match 1 down. Chandra has a down tick? Oh yeah. Oh, it's one of the more used things that we use. Boy, 2 mana seems really good versus Chalice on 2. It is really good, isn't it? It's perfect. There we go. I found out him to Torok in Pioneer legal, basically, and was playing that. Ooh, that sounds spicy. That sounds spicy, Last God. More to... That's true, Zale. That's true. I don't know what they were doing. They counter comboed themselves. They probably had the Heliod. They kept a 1-lander. I don't know. We maybe didn't deserve that win. But my opponent probably didn't deserve it either. They were bricking for sure. They were just a big brick. A big brick. If I top deck a Ritual or Simian Spirit Guide, this is a turn 1 Chandra. Otherwise, it's a turn 1 Blood Moon. We could keep this getting rid of the Chandra. Getting rid of the Chandra is not a bad idea here. It gives us a double Blood Moon and gives us 2 ways to ramp out, making the hand Thoughtseize proof. I think we'll do that. And if you play Gemstone, Exile, Chandra, Heart of Fire, I mean, what's your opponent going to think? This guy coming to Modern trying to play Chandra, Heart of Fire. Whatever. Polluted Delta here. Here comes that Watery Grave. Right here. Calling it. I'm a brilliant player. I'm a brilliant player. Stitcher Supplier. Stitcher Supplier, Prized Amalgam. Is tonight just like ditch the card, get the guard back? Is that what this night is? What are we doing? What are we doing tonight? Let's get a Blood Moon Dome. Gemstone Bug, Season Pyromancer Bug. I think the Shuffler's messed up. It's a very strange night. Anyway, because this looks like a Crabvine list with a Stitcher Supply, not a Dredge list, having the Blood Moon here and having a Chalice on one completely hoses this opponent. We're only a few more turns away from pretty much locking this one out. We'll play another Blood Moon here. Another land gives us Chandra. We're pretty safe to do down on the Stitcher, but I'll probably hang tight because our life total is at like 100 and theirs is at, you know, it just won't matter. I literally just played this guy with a red Super Friends list. I mean, we're red. Oh gosh, it's fish. It's fish. We need a bridge immediately. That was good. That was good. I need a bridge. I can put this up to 6. That doesn't do it. I can kill this, I suppose. Gives me an extra draw here with the Chandra. Red PTSD. Let's hope nothing shows up here. We'll kill Stitcher, see what they get. Just a grave crawler. Zombies. This almost guarantees Chandra at least gets me 4 more cards deep. Maybe they'll ignore it. Psh, what's this Chandra doing anyway, right? If they go after it, it's gaining us probably 10 life, which is nice too. There's no modern only mono red. Feature enchantments, Shuffler's fine. Stitcher. Vengevine. Who needs to use Chandra's up ability? Should we? We probably should. Bluffs does cheats? I am not cheats. I haven't cheated. I promise. I'm waiting for you to run into Evan and his main deck gusts. Main deck gusts. What am I doing with this Chandra? I'm kind of afraid to make Stitcher worthwhile. I'm going to do the discard and get another land here. Hopefully not run into anything crazy. Oh, another bridge. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, I can't even exile it. I can't exile it. It's a feature. Enchantment Shuffler is fine. It's a feature. Feature. Can my opponent beat me here? There may be Force of Vigor post board. That makes total sense with Vengevine. I'm not surprised. Gurmag Angler. Simian Spirit Guide. We're going to just exile him and do the ups. The ups. Looking for a win condition. Chalice on 1 is pretty good. Mountain's pretty good. Season Pyromancer's pretty safe here. Check this out. This is going to be fun. Is it safe? Yeah, I think so. I think it's safe. It's so hard to visually wrap your head around 2 big fish and a random zombie. They're on the other side of the bridge. They gotta pay the toll. Look at this. Look at this. No block. I don't need to put this in the graveyard. We're about to empty our hand again. Regulators 4 damage a turn. Exactly. Countered. Go to the bin. Land. Ritual. I could like really go crazy here. I have 4 mana right now. Let's do this and shoot them. Regulator activation. Do it again. Same target. For a turn. Or when you draw a land, you can shuffle it away. Or you could just dig, like, if we would have dug 6 deep, we would have went like this. And then we would have been really sad because we can't cast that. But, you know, we could have done all kinds of things. All right. Looks like I've got a couple good cards for this matchup. Just a few. Relics and Angers are probably needed. Probably needed here. Chandra's Regulator is probably a bit too high-ended here, even though it was nice there. Awakened Inferno is a mech card, and a Braid's probably just not stopping my opponent enough. Blood Moons look pretty good here, so the Magus is of consideration. Honestly, I think Chandra Acolyte could be pulled here as well. Seasoned Pyromancer is a bit of an iffy card, but they only have Stitcher, Crab, and the Merfolk that also makes you mill some cards. Those are their only 1-drops. Narcomoeba sometimes. So I'm going to leave Chalice in. It needs to go on 1. It needs to go on 4 here. Yeah, I think that's it. I think these 9 come out, these 9 come in. Regulator, I don't need to be doubling down on my stuff. If I'm behind some bridge or something, we're probably good. Chandra Awakened Inferno is not a fast enough clock. It is a board wipe, which would make it maybe a little more valuable than Chandra Heart of Fire, but Chandra Heart of Fire combos very nicely with bridge in case we get a little stuck at the beginning. The Abrades don't do enough, and Chandra of Flames. Acolyte, not your time. Let's give this a shot. An early Blood Moon does seem good, and it's actually really good off the Magus because they don't have typically a way to get rid of a Magus. They have ways to get rid of Blood Moon or Bridge. We're going to keep this hand because I have the Chalices. A Chalice on 1 really slows down my opponent. If I get a Ritual spell, I can actually Relic and Chalice. And we can pause on the Chalice if we want to. I'm going to get rid of the second Chalice. But Chalice on 1 is actually relatively strong against this opponent. Especially if they don't fill their graveyard up crazy right here. We can do all 3. Can do everything. We could put Maze Mind and Relic in. We could put Chalice and Relic in. We could do this, right? We can do it all. Basic Island. That's smart. Crab. Alright, Crab is one of their better ways to get around our fun relic here. I am still going to put a Chalice on 1 here, and I think this turn I'm safe to not have Relic open. Let's see what else my opponent does here. It's Crab. Noting this Crab's better for the Crab Vine list than the new Crab being spoiled. Alright, they're going to go after themselves here. This could be a crazy turn. Oh, they go after me. Well, I didn't want any of this. Good. To the bin. Why are they going after me? You can still... You're still good. You afraid? You afraid? This is the turn to do it. I'm tapped out. Oh no, there went a bridge. There went a Chandra. There went a lot of things. Are we just mill strategy now? That's rude. That's rude. 8 Crab Mill versus No Land Belcher next week is gonna be hot. Sounds like it. Alright, we're gonna ritual here. We're gonna play the Maze Mind Tome. We're ritualing here so that I can actually just take a natural draw with this Maze Mind Tome as well. We had a card that's completely useless to us, but that's okay. And I have kept myself off of Relic one more time here, but my opponent didn't seem to care about their graveyard this last time. And they still don't. They've decided to go after me this time. I did not bring in Rabble Masters for this. This is interesting. Shocks is in too. Mills me some more here. Mountain, Chandra, Mountain. Losing a lot of lands. There's a prized amalgam. They're just going to go down on the beatdown plan here and mill me out. I need a win condition ASAP. That's not a win condition. Gets me one closer to Seasoned Pyromancer, though. Let's take a random draw. It's really bad to draw these in multiples. Really bad. So bad. Alright, hits me for 3, I'm going to 17. Why couldn't he mill them? I know, exactly. Why do I have them in my hand? Alright, Golgari Thug into play. I'll just take my natural draw here. Okay, I get to scry. Maybe I want the top card. Maybe it's Anger the Gods. Blood Moon's really not doing a whole lot here. Blood Moon is decent. Blood Moon would be decent to draw and play right now with the idea that I don't want a Vengevine smacking me in the face. Let's take our draw. I don't want a Vengevine smacking me in the face. We only see one bridge in here, and I don't think a pair of Seasoned Pyromancer tokens is going to stop anything. Blood Moon's not a win condition. You're correct. This is a fair statement. But also, you'll notice we don't have any of our Anger the Gods milled at this point either. Opponent decides to mill themselves. If we hit one of our Anger the Gods, we stop everything going on here. We have another draw, we have Tome, we have the draw with the Relic. We have some time. Not a lot, but we have some time. Blood Moon also shuts off the Hedron Crab, so the mill strategy is a little bit weaker. Creeping Chill here, so we're going to get the Ghoul back here. It's definitely more than likely looking for an Anger. So we have plenty of mana to try to do this. 3, 6, 7. So we're on kind of a 2-turn clock, but I do have Seasoned Pyromancer tokens, and I gain life. So here, land, pass turn. Hoping they attack with this and this. Seasoned Pyromancer, kill both, eat the graveyard, go digging. I seem to have some flood. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. The Kodiobe, hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Gemstone Tron, but you'll see we're good. We're good. We're gonna eat this graveyard. It's gonna be delicious. I'll probably take a scry here now, right? This is like really good because now we've used our Seasoned Pyromancer. We can get rid of these two guys. We can use the Relic. We'll probably scry before. How exciting? It is exciting. We are up a game. Yes, yes, yes. Put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. You're going to target something here. I'm going to eat the graveyard in response. Feels pretty safe to eat the graveyard in response like this. Yeah, I don't want you to have that. We're good. And I probably should scry before doing that. Based on how much mana I have, I'm pretty good to just take a draw here too. So we'll take an extra draw here. Looking for win conditions. Looking for ways to remove these creatures. All kinds of things like that. So random draw. Okay. We'll take a draw with the Maze Mind Tome. We'll also gain some life. Monkey counts towards Flood. And he's a blocker for at least Prized Amalgam. Bridge is also a blocker here too. Which is the best Blood Moon art? What is this doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. We're going to put a bridge out. I'm probably holding this other bridge. And I'm probably going to cycle, or not cycle, remove the Simian Spirit Guide. The Dark Blood Moon art is the best. But the latest Blood Moon is pretty nice. Pretty nice art. It's not like they're on Maelstrom Pulse. No, they're probably on Force of Vigor. Vengevine likes to pitch 2 cards or exile or whatever Force does, and that's what they try to do typically. Hey, look at that card. Look at this card right here. Let's talk about this card briefly. This kills this and this. Noting that they didn't go after Blood Moon because they're not afraid of Blood Moon. They're afraid of a Chalice on 1 and a bridge. Life is scripted. We know what the top card was. We know this because that's where they put it. Gravecrawler here. All right. And I'm going to hold Simian Spirit Guide here so that we can cast all the spells this turn. I wonder how many Force of Vigors they do have. We're at 8. Dang. 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 Look at these hot cards here. Dang. I probably hold this as long as I can. 1, 2, 3. Bridge and like play Simian Spirit Guide. This is probably worth a hold here. Because they have a Golgari Thug, I want some more things to come back. I'm proving my mastery. Oh, yes, this is a great thing to see them mill over. My opponent thinks they can beat me. Ha. Ha. They probably can. We still have to find a win condition. Resolving the Blood Moon did pay off. It has. It's done a wonder so far. I actually kind of like that the box topper, by the way, the Blood Moon art, you can get it in non-foil. I also tried to get the, they're gonna play both of these. This is gonna bring Prized Amalgam back. No, it's not gonna do anything. What is this doing? It's just, I'm just gonna do it all. It's time. When they see this, they'll be like, okay. And then I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be a concession. Insta concession, you watch. By the way, them blowing up my chalice has opened me up to playing a relic. It's pretty cool. Anger the Gods. Oh, it didn't kill this guy. That's right. That card's OP. I'm just gonna blow this up right now. Woohoo! Land. Look at that, still under the bridge. All right, opponent. Good luck. Bridge's back must be tired. It's trying. It's trying really hard. We're in top deck mode here. Because we're in top deck mode, we'll take a look. I have a Seasoned Pyromancer. I have a Chandra Torch Defiance. I have another Chandra Torch of Defiance. Opponent goes for the Creeping Chill. We're 5 away. We're 5 away. 2 Creeping Chills. They have the chance to draw a few more of these. Could die. Could die straight to Creeping Chill. Next Chalice goes on 4. It's got Moon to share the weight. It's true. 1, 2, 3. Seasoned Pyromancer. Dig to a win condition. Let's go. None of this is win condition worthy. I'm going to hold both cards because at least I can attack. At least I can attack now. I almost wanted a braid. Kill this. Play a land. We'll attack for 4. 2 will get in. 2 will be blocked and we'll pass turn. Is Bridge the Goat prison card? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Chalices. Maybe Chalices. What else we got, opponent? We have 21 cards left in the deck. Hey, you know what the goat is? Simian Spirit Guide. They didn't mill too many of those, did they? We're blocking, passing. Beat Stick 8, we're trying. We're trying. Oh my gosh, it's Gray Ogre Beats. We're turning on the pressure. Just to add in 2 damage every turn, opponent. If they're running more than 2 force, I'd be shocked. So would I. They would need green, some green cards too. So that's a good card. That's a good card. Hit for 6 here. Place this down, put 2 and present lethal to my opponent. We will not do the up ability that makes us lose stuff. We're gonna get rid of this creature. Go ahead, opponent. Presenting lethal. Hit the merfolk? Yeah. Clear the board, then we can do 10. Getting them down. Oh, they disconnected. I'm sorry. Sorry, opponent. Oh, yeah. Oh, anger just in case. Oh, Chandra. Oh, Blood Moon. What a... Oh, Relic. Oh, it's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a hot one. The opponent was not having a good time. Dredge, I don't like to see. Crabvine, sign me up. Chalice on 1 is so strong against that list. What they try to do is they try to have a Gravecrawler out, and then they try to play 2 spells. And by playing the second spell, you know, they get it out. But the Chalice just stops so much. It's just like, ah. Oh. Grey Ogre. Yep, Grey Ogre. Are you having fun yet? Nope. Not at all. What is fun? What is your favorite card in this deck, and which Chandra is it? Chandra Heart of Fire is growing on me. I think Acolyte is very undervalued, but if I have to be very honest, it's probably still Torch of Defiance. I think Chandra Torch of Defiance is just a, from a balanced, it's really good. You'll actually find it in a lot of my thumbnails. I think the art is sweet with her, like, just summoning fire. But Acolyte, I think, is super undervalued. Alright, so who wants to play a turn 1 Chalice here? Ditching a mountain. Let's do it. By the way, they're the wolves? We're the wolf pack. What's going on here? What's going on here, opponent? The alternate art is sweet. It's pretty decent. Which alternate art, Tai Padme? There's 2. Which one? Please be prowess. What's up, Uncle DB?
Hello. I don't see Pop-Tarts. WTH, man.
Consume before stream. We're harnessing their power. Done. Alright. Chalice down. Maze Mind's going to help gain us a little bit of life, and Bridge is going to stop things from happening. How's it going, Uncle DB? Chandra seems like the kind of planeswalker who wouldn't want to be regulated, to be honest. Exactly. She's like a fiery pistol. She's got a fiery side to her. I love it. The new border from the spellbook is really cool. Oh, that's true. That's like an alternate art as well. Light up the stage for my opponent. They hit for 2. Mutagenic Growth, a dead card, Arid Mesa. Sometimes they fire off like a Mutagenic Growth just to get one more prowess trigger. Alright, deck. I know we want to slam our prowess opponent, but let's be calm about it. Let's be calm about it. It's a pretty good hand. It's just improving slowly each turn. You have the spell books, Torch of Defiance, but you're not a fan in paper? Why is that? I've got a few of those to open on some point. What's wrong with it? Because I've got a bunch of them. Mutagenic Growth, 1 prowess trigger, takes 2 for them. They go up to a 2/3. One more spell here and they'll swing. I swear I wish this was a Simian Spirit Guide. Ooh, Stormwing Entity. Okay. This is kind of interesting because this bridge doesn't save me next turn. And we've got a little bit of a problem here with Swiftspear. Might try to play Maze Mind Tomb here to make sure we hit lands. Really, a bridge versus a Maze Mind Tome doesn't really do anything. We're going to take a Scry here to be sure I keep hitting lands. And this is the one time I'll want to... Oh, so close. Can't take her, though. I can't take her because if I take her, then I have this random card in my hand, and I want to hit a land so that we can continue to get lower than these cards. Just a personal preference, fair enough. I want the Spellbook non-foil Chandra flame-bordered Torch of Defiance. I want the Blood Moon Box Topper non-foil. I want the Chalice of the Void Time Spiral reprint brown border, and I'll be happy. Probably shouldn't scry first. F6 value. F6 value. But yes, you should wait till the end step. I want to minimal clicks. I'm not playing StarCraft here. Minimal clicks. My opponent lava darts me, puts prowess triggers above, and now they can't attack with anything. I'm sorry. They'll figure it out. All 4 bridges? Perhaps. Perhaps. They figured it out. We are going to scry this card. I'd put this one on top. I can put this on 2 to stop Manamorphose or a random Abrade if they have it in the main deck. Otherwise, we were going to be drawing a Mountain. I probably would have taken this, then scryed and had this on top. I'd probably be good for a few turns here with Swift Spear and being at 16, not to mention I'm going to gain some life there as well. Rest of the hand is looking pretty dull, but who needs that? Who needs that? Alright, Angers can come in here. Blood Moons can come out. Chalice is a pretty hot card still. Shame Concede? Maybe. I kind of like Rabble Master in this matchup. Relic really doesn't do a whole lot. Sometimes they play Bedlam Reveler, but they've been trending away from that. So, Relic's probably no-go. Magus really is just a speed bump. Really, it's probably just 4 Rabble Masters. And honestly, Chandra Awakened Inferno is just a touch too high for this one. I do, again, like Chandra Heart of Fire. I think, by the way, speaking of art, Chandra Heart of Fire's got some pretty sweet art. It's a little dark for my liking, but it reminds me of Chandra Pyromancer. You want to know one of my favorite Chandras, but she doesn't get played, is Chandra Fire of Kaladesh. Yeah, we have the Voids in. Zeppelin Floyd. What's up? I think it's Blood Moon out, Chandra Awakened Inferno, Angers and Rabble Masters in. And there's no reason for Boil, no reason for Magus. And again, the Relic, it hits a Lava Dart sometimes, but you have to actually pop it, and that's counterintuitive to our bridge. We need to avoid Abrades. We need to get a Chalice on 1, potentially on 2, and just bash my opponent in. This looks pretty good. Turn 1 Chalice on 1 again. That seemed to do some nasty things to my opponent. Let's keep this. We'll do that. We're going to get rid of the Simian Spirit Guide here because I'm just going to do 1, 2, or turn 1, turn 2, maybe turn 3. We'll use this to hit our land drop. Man, I could have had a turn 1 Chandra. I could have had a turn 1 Chandra. Ooh, I love this Chandra. Let's put that on top. I just got debated by the other Chandra. So next turn I can put Chandra on up, and what I could do is use it and kill this. There's very few burn spells in my opponent's deck that are on 2. As long as they don't play another creature here, I'll be pretty good to just slam Chandra, kill this. And then I can use the other Chandra that I've top decked, hopefully, to do some more damage. Alright, we do have an Abrade here on our Chalice, unfortunately. I still think, personally, this is going to be a Chandra turn here. Now, some may disagree here, but I want a burn spell, a bolt, a creature, whatever, to go at this Chandra. Preferably a bolt. That way the Rabble Master doesn't get hit by it. If they leave Chandra alone this turn, we top deck a land, we're doing Chandra and Rabble Master. Alright, creature was followed up here. They did get rid of our Chalice. Second creature? Lava Dart. Nice. Nice. Actually good to see the Lava Dart used there. The Lava Dart won't be hurting Rabble Master, thankfully. Aw, shoot. I want to play Rabble Master. I already got through one Abrade. Nightbot, you need to calm down. Nightbot's spamming. Let's ban Nightbot. You like Rabble Master? I don't know. I really like a Chalice here. We have a Lava Dart here. They can't recast it currently. Rabble Master will be plenty fast enough. We'll put Chalice on 1 here. They spent the turn blowing that up, putting a new creature in, and getting rid of my Chandra, and hitting me only for 2. Playing the second Chalice here forces another Abrade. If the Braid happens, then I can draw a bridge and it'll be more powerful. We're hydrating? We're hydrating a lot, apparently. You're the best Night bot? That's true. I could get rid of the Hydro Flask bot thing. Opponent attacks for 1 here. I think Chalice is fairly strong against our opponent. So almost no reason not to. Play Rabble Master here, let it attack for 1. We'll see if they have a creature. Or sorry, not a creature, a spell. Looks like they don't. So now it's 19 to 15, and we currently have the faster clock. I'm going to hold this land here in case we draw Chandra Torch of Defiance. Chandra Torch of Defiance can be played off of the current spells we have. I also don't want to play this gemstone out just for a bridge. Although Spritey Dragon makes me kind of want to do that. Alright, so we've cycled Fiery Islet. It doesn't look like we have to draw another card here. There's a Simian Spirit Guide. Let's go ahead and play Chandra here. Let's go ahead and make some tokens, and I'm just going to bash with everything here. Sprite Dragon's a bit dangerous for us because it can grow. We sort of want them to double block Rabble Master. I don't foresee them doing that. They probably want to keep Sprite Dragon as a way to race me. So we're going to get in for some serious damage here. Down to 12. And they have another Planeswalker to deal with. They've got my life total to deal with. And we've got Simian Spirit Guide. We could hit Chandra Heart of Fire next and help us dig for that. That bridge. This means Lava Dart can come back. We'll see if Chalice helps us here. I think it stopped a good turn with the Monastery Swiftspear down. We obviously don't know, but they haven't really played anything since I put the Chalice down. In for a pair at Chandra. I assume Lava Dart or something's being cast here. Here we go. Perfect example. Yeah, Chandra's going to die here, but I'm going to hit them back for 6 and put them to 5. There's that bolt. Countered. Grow, grow. Chandra dies. We top deck. Alright. Take a scry. Scry is okay. We'll bottom a land. We'll hit 4, 6. Put them to 5. I'm at 15, and we'll put another threat out here. It's looking okay. Prowess opponent casting spells in our Chalice is where we want to be. For sure. I don't really want them casting any spells, but yes. If they have to cast a spell in the Chalice, I'm more than happy that that is the way they're doing it. Another land here. We have a Lava Dart to grow this and this. We have another Spritey Dragon. So we have some defenses here. If we draw Anger the Gods, for example, I just swing with everything, see what they block, and then we blow the world up. Maze Mind Tome is okay here. Let's go ahead and put that down. This will gain us some life at some point. Lava Dart grows 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Let's go ahead and draw with this. Another Simian Spirit Guide. Interesting. Alright, so if I do send kind of everything in here, this blocks here, kills, this blocks here, kills, this blocks here, kills, but then they're dead. They've got to block Rabble Master. If they're blocking with just this 1/1, for example, and using the Lava Dart, I lose that. They block here, and they block here. They take 2. Taking 2, do I like that? If I do this, just block, 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 they keep all their stuff. They block here, they keep everything. I keep a Rabble Master. This line here gets in for 1. This line here gets in for 2. With another Simian Spirit Guide coming, I think I'll just take 1 point here. We can find 4 points here, especially with a Maze Mind Tome. So here's Lava Dart, grows all these. They're gonna kill Simian, Goblin, and I'm gonna get in for 1. We're at 14, 19 probably. By putting Rabble Master back as well, it's unlikely that they can just attack me easily. They'd be afraid of me picking a creature off. They'd be afraid of a variety of things happening. Alright, so where we're at here, because I don't have Chandra Awakened Inferno anymore, I'm going to put the gemstone down. I'm going to keep the one with the counter currently. But this way, if I do top deck at least a bridge, they can't randomly get under it very easily. And I'm more afraid of the Sprite Dragons getting under it than I am a Swift Spear getting under it. But we have no real reason to keep the land. You could make an argument, well, Fluffy, just like use this and draw a card and then you'd have an extra land drop. I'm only going to probably do this if I don't get a spell that's worth action here. Most coming through is this 3/3. You can see my opponent's afraid though. Anger's not a very good card draw here. But we could still, we can Maze Mind Tome here and I can still cast Anger. Hit our land, so we do this. Let's assume those 3 cards are all castable. If I attack with everything here, they put this in front. This doesn't go in front of anything, or it goes in front of the 1/1. And this. Then they bump this up 1, maybe even 2. What do we think here? Should we attack? Should we attack? They might just throw Swift Spear in front of the Rabble Master and keep the 3/3 Sprite Dragon. 3/3 Sprite Dragon's probably a 4-turn clock at this point. 3 hits, but I'll have Maze Mind Tome probably off of its counters, and so I'll gain an additional 4. Dave B, thank you for the follow. Chalice is fairly solid. I think forcing their decision here and chancing that something over there is not just a random spell they can fire off. Maybe it's creatures, for example. Alright, a Burst Lightning. Not so worried about that. Kind of hoping that there's like a creature over there in their hand. That way if they triple block here, this Anger can at least kill all of the stuff. Alright, we're going to test it, see if they have a spell. Anger? Do you have a spell? Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. On your historic best of 1, is there any reason you play that over best of 3? The games are a bit faster. I don't have to use the sideboard screen, which takes like about 1 minute to 2 minutes. It's just faster. Season Pyromancer's pretty good. Turn this into a token. That's fine. You could say exile this, maybe I get a Rabble Master here, but I'm going to take the token and then I can take a random draw. Maze Mind triggers. Draws a Maze Mind Tome just to slap me in the face to remind me I chose Maze Mind over Rabble Master. Well, if I top deck a land here, then I get to put 2 Rabble Masters in, so I'm going to stop on my turn and take the random Scry. We've done that a few times tonight. Utai 971. Too many Rabble Masters. Scrying for a land for double Rabble Master. If we miss the land... Oh gosh. Oh no. I want to do this too. I want to do this on 2. Bottom. Let's take that land right here. Land double Rabble Master. Calling the shots all night. Calling the shots all night. Woohoo! Never didn't have it. We don't need that chalice. Just smash for damage. Rabblemaster taking the victory here with an assist from Seasoned Pyromancer. We win the match. Got the GGs from our opponent too. I respect that GG. We did just chalice them on turn 1 both games, and my opponent was a gentleman or a lady, a scholar, a friend. Just in case they somehow destroyed everything of ours, we had them locked. We're currently 3-0. Fluffy Wolf 2's wolves are greater than the wolves. Is that the 3-0? No, that's not the 3-0. That's a 6-1, I think. I don't know. Epic Shuffler's fine. It's a feature enhancement. There you go. We've been calling them all night. Hopefully it stays hot. We are playing with the flames, aren't we? Aren't we? All right, match 4 coming up. Let's keep it rolling. This list is feeling streamlined, Mr. Jangles, if you're still here. Streamlined. Mr. Bojangles. I love this deck. This deck has been fire so far. Look at that. Mr. Jangles is here. Mr. Jangles is. Panjay. Alright. I have a turn 2 Blood Moon. It's pretty good. Double Chandra's a little bit weak. We'll keep it. We'll see what happens. We got the good luck, have fun. These people are really nice. They're so nice to us. Alright, Scalding Tarn here. My opponent asked me if I'm 4-0. I'll just say I'm 3-0. I'm 3-0. Alright, and we get Chandra, Acolyte. Oh, this will be interesting. Just say soon. 4-0 right after this game. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? I love this list, but I'm kind of missing Karn. It's like the uncle you wish you had as a child. All right, my opponent can find some basics here. I'm kind of curious what we're playing with. 2 Fetchland, Scalding Blood, Stained Mire. Huh. I'm gonna pass on my Blood Moon here. I sense there's a counter. You sense a remand? I sense some sort of counter. We're gonna just hang tight with our opponent. Just pass the turn. They'll be like, what are you at 3-0? I don't know. I'm just some red deck. I'm about to quad bolt you. Like, if I was at F&M, that's what I would tell my opponent. They'd be like, are you playing Red Prison? I'd be like, I'm about to quad bolt you. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. Alright, so what are we playing first here? This is Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Let's give that a shot here. We have 2 of those. This is one we can burn. Little Chandra debate? No, not really. I'm gonna go up here and see if a chalice is good enough to catch some attention here. This puts us to 5. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? That all resolves. What's happening? What am I playing against? It all resolved. Crack the fetch lands? No? I'm about to get like hyper comboed out or something. Look at this. Blood Moon's is garbage. Throw Blood Moon in the trash. Opponent's 4-0 by their words. I'm 3-0. I slammed down turn 3 Chandra Chalice. Opponent's got fetch lands. I conceded. I have a hedge bet at what they are, so we're going to bring this package in. We're going to leave Chalice in here. It's a good card. Chandra Awaken Inferno is no good here. Chandra Acolyte of Flame can go here. Regulator can go here. And our 2 of Raids can go here. My assumption, for whatever reason, is they're definitely a Grixis list, but for whatever reason, like Grixis Death Shadow. But I'm not so sure, because they didn't do any fetching. But I'm going to go off of a little bit of there's some sort of either Death Shadow build or control. So we can make a couple assumptions here. We can look at the colors that they played. We obviously saw 2 basics, so it's at least guaranteed that the fetch lands aren't just like, oh, I'm going to now fetch a Temple Garden randomly or something strange. So we have at least that covered. We know they're probably not just blue-red, so the Blue Moon strategy is kind of out of there, and so the Boil is kind of interesting to me for those lands, because they at least have some of that going on. That's my guess. And we're literally taking a guess because my opponent didn't do anything. Didn't want to show mill cards. We really, it's probably the smarter thing to do there, watching me ritual out and then put a Chalice and just going, probably not beating that. And just like hiding that information. All right, so we're going to assume maybe it's Death Shadow. Chalice on 1 at least got the concession there. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. This one's kind of fun. It's got the Boil. Everyone likes a Boil. You think it's Ad Nauseam? I think it's like Death Shadow, Grixis Control. Clearly take out Simian Spirit Guides, Chalices, and Torches. They'll have no idea what we're doing either. Yeah, exactly. Just slam them with Rabble Master. This is where I would like an Eidolon or 2. This will be an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize it is. 2 damage. So very much Death Shadow. They'll want to take Bridge, but they're afraid of Boil, and they don't like Chalice. What do you take, opponent? They don't like any of this. They're like, oh, barf. Steals the Chalice away from me. Bobble trigger. They'll know what I'm drawing. Drawing a heart. Void down. I'm going to bottom this land. We're already 3 deep in here. Don't probably need too many more. Alright, we might be setting up this interaction here, basically into Boil, Bridge, and Chandra. This should go get a basic swamp. It doesn't, though. We're going to go see ourselves with something. Serum Visions. I really think it's going to be Boil set up into Bridge here. I'd love a Simian Spirit Guide to be able to do this 1 turn earlier. Death Shadow it is. Chalice on 1 was really good. Maybe they had like a Dismember hand or something like that. Okay, so we're a little bit away from our Bridge doing something here. That's okay, though. How does Shadow beat Chalice? K-Command main board. We've Inquisition now. Bridge is gone. If they're not careful, I'm going to Boil all their lands and they won't be able to play Magic. It'll give me plenty of time here. Polluted Delta, find your basic swamp, please. You know this is coming. It's coming for you. That works too. Blood Crypt. 4/4 here. Turning on Stubborn Denial. Shuts Stubborn Denial off by casting a main deck Thought Scour. Hits for 4. We're at 16. Top deck Bridge, please. We'll take top deck Bridge. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Bridge in play. Pass turn. You just have to love the deck you're playing and it'll understand your feelings. And then some nights when you take Chandra out on a date, you just like, I love you. And be like, I love you too. And then you just get what you need. Bridge down. Ask and ye shall receive. Next up is Boil, although I don't think Boil's getting ripped off here because of some blue mana over there. Inquisitions, their opponent. I'll try to Boil right now. I assume there's a Stubborn Denial. Boiling right now makes me go, oh my gosh, my poor opponent. I'm just gonna be quiet. I don't deserve this luck. Whoa. Oh, opponent. Thought sees the Chandra way, please. Don't put fish down. Don't make the Gurmag angler. Don't do it. Oh no. Oh boy. I think I just go for face here. I mean, they could get like an abrade or something. I'm not doing much going up. Let's go damage. Let's finish the game. Pretty safe on one land here. Another Death Shadow. This is already a quick match. I might go up here. Save face. Let's try to hit like an extra bridge here. Chandra's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra. I don't go up for damage here, I don't think, because that would put them to 5, then 1. So I have 2 turns anyway. I'm going to play a Magus next. Magus shuts off black mana. Why? I don't know. We got the nice deck. GG's. They're 4-1 again. We're 4-0. Woo, buddy. Doing pretty good. Our opponent was really polite, though, about it as well. Brutalized. It was a good matchup for us, to say the least. 4-0. Let's run hot. Going straight into match 5. What deck can beat 2 Resolve Chandras? Don't test it. It'll show up as the final raid boss and it'll be impossible. Last God we can hope, but I think everyone's jinxing it. What's up, Calcium? I see you there. Locking people out. We are locking them out tonight. We are shutting the door. It's been a good run. Let's see if we can close it out with a 5-0. Either way, it's been hot and good and top deck galore. I can't call them this well. It doesn't normally happen this well. What is that, man? Knives. CGB. Butts. Oh, I see. Playing tight tonight? I'm trying to. I'm seeing the future. Visionary. Just got to dodge the Euro trade binder. A little bit, yeah. Euro pile is going to be a rough one if we do run into it. Luckily, we have some boils to play around with them, but Euro pile would be a difficult matchup for sure. Sometimes the Magic Gods are kind to us. Look at the chat. We're 4-0, just waiting, queuing up, and chat's just like, support. We're gonna carry Fluffy on our backs. We're gonna take him over the finish line. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Any Euro and a trade binder is a good trade binder. That's true. It's true. It's true. I don't think we've touched our trade binder in almost a year. It's getting dust in the closet over there. Where's our final opponent? Let's go. Let's go. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes in. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. The opponents are scared. Now, Magic Online tries to match you up probably in some way, and they're like, what is this list? Be like, I have no idea. All right, let's see if we get the player of the draw. We do get to play first. I'll happily do that. Well, I mean, this hand's pretty okay. I can start with a Void. We can set ourselves up for maybe a turn 2 if I find a Ritual spell. Seasoned Pyromancer's good if they're control. Chandra's all right if they're control. And Bridge is okay if they're creatures. I think I can keep. Is this a Bridge matchup or a Chalice matchup? I have no idea. We'll start with this. This should throw them off a little bit. I will... Ooh, another Bridge is okay. Don't know, so I'm going to bottom. I already have a Bridge. Thoughtseize here and taking Bridge would be a little bit brutal. A little bit brutal. Oh no. Well, it's practically the same thing that I just said. Maybe I should stop talking. I'm calling way too many shots here. Game 3. This is match 5, game 1. Match 5, game 1. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I may want to play Chandra Acolyte here, so I won't Void again. Interesting they take the Seasoned Pyromancer. That's not what I thought they would take. Bobble. Words matter? They do. I don't... Is this Jund? Oh, they've got a removal for this bridge. They've got a removal for this bridge. I can feel it. It's not Luris, Jund. There's no Luris over here. Well, I guess I slam a bridge here. No reason for it to get picked out by an Inquisition Thoughtseize again. I'm expecting Assassin's Trophy, Abrupt Decay, or K-Command at this point since they didn't take the bridge. 4-color Death Shadow. Opponent attacks for 3 here. 4-color Death Shadow is a non-companion. Okay. Overgrown Tomb here. Liliana would be completely fine to see here. They shocked it in. So we're playing something on 3. Like, Liliana's not scary here. Oh. We're just going to main deck Luris. Alright, I can respect this opponent. I respect any opponent that decides to put Luris main. Alright, Bobble does Bobble things here. I'm going to Scry. Alright, so Chalice could be put on 2. I can abrade this, put Chalice on 2. That would stop Assassin's Trophy in the future. Kind of like that. Go ahead and deal 3 damage to Luris here. I kind of like the Chalice on 2 plan here. It stops our Maze Mine Regulator, but we already have enough lands, so Desperate's not a problem to lose. Killing Luris here, there may be another Luris in their future. This also makes Tarmogoyf a 4/5 by putting an instant in the yard, which is my Abrade, so it can't attack. If they have the turn here where they can kill the bridge, we're in trouble. If not, and we miss it here, the Chalice could be good. It was an Abrupt Decay either way. We got a 4/5 here. I really wish I had topped that bridge. Alright, this is going to be a tough one here. Probably needing to do a Seasoned Pyromancer out of the yard. Putting Chandra down probably doesn't get us there. Though we could Chandra and put a Chalice on 1. Another Tarmogoyf if we probably lose this game. It's probably gotta be a Chalice on 2 here. We get hit for another 4, puts us to 9. Uh-oh. Bloodstained Mire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dark Confidant? Dark Confidant's a jerk. Alright. We're gonna... Oh, no. Turn off fields. Go into play. Thank you. Alright, we're going to play... what we could have done is Chandra down-ticked on the Dark Confidant here. I want to play the Seasoned Pyromancer out to block Tarmogoyf. We need to do some jump blocking here. I am a bit afraid of, like, Fatal Push removing these, and so they can't jump block, but I think I've just got to test the waters here. We can block like this. I think we can block like this. Get rid of Dark Confidant. We get rid of the Tarmogoyf damage for a turn. So I'm good there. We have Peatland for my opponent. They let us block. Yep. Blocking's always nice. Still feeling more confident to put this on 2 than on 3. Sorry, not 3. Putting this on 1 or 2. Renin 6 upticks Bloodstained Mire played here. We can play a 3-drop like Liliana or another Luris. If it's another Luris, we're probably out of options here. Getting through the Renin 6 before they get it up to 7 and use the Abrupt Decay again will be a problem. A Scavenging Ooze. It's interesting. I think we're just about done here. Just about done. They can eat the Dark Confidant. They can keep Luris here. Grows Scoos. Not this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could Chandra down tick on the Abrade. If I do that, they'll eat the Abrade then. I suppose it's worth a shot. But they should just down tick on the, or they should, wait, is this target? Yeah, target insert and sorcery. So Scavengers is just going to eat the Abrade. Ta-da! Ta-da! Proven. 0 swing here, but I think we can go to game 2 and game 3. Game 2, game 3 coming up here. Like I said, if I get a... Alright, so let's not concede. Our winning line here is as follows. Find bridge, play that down. Cool, opponent doesn't attack us. Following turn, find Chandra Heart of Fire or Chandra Awakened Inferno. Clear Renin 6. From there, begin doing damage and hope my opponent bricks. Hits for 7, potentially 8 here. 8 puts me to 5. I need a very fast sequence because otherwise they'll do either Renin 6 or probably Bolts. Or Seal of Fires. That's true, they're playing Luris. I'm at 5. Alright, so Chalice on 1 looks like it's a much better. We just got bolted, seal fired, and Renin 6'd out. So we had no sequence. My opponent just had it all. Bridge, Maze Mines. There's the Chandra Heart, which if they didn't have the seals and other things, we'd be behind the bridge. We'd be maybe drawing. Hit the Chandra Heart to keep the Renin 6 in check. I need an Awakened Inferno pretty fast after, though, because this would keep down ticking over the turns. It was there. It was there. Alright, so... what are we going to do for this matchup? Definitely bringing in all of our Blood Moon effects here. I think Chandra Acolyte can be taken out for this one. I think the Regulator can be taken out for this one. That's 5. I like Seasoned Pyromancer still. I like Maze Mind. No, I wouldn't bring Relic in here. I'm just going to accept that the way I'm going to beat a Tarmogoyf is have a bridge down or have already done enough damage to my opponent. The Red Prison list failed due to consistency issues. I wouldn't call us failing tonight. I guess the Relic makes sense because they're a Luris package too. Do we not like Chalice then in this matchup? Do something close to this. Just playing 25 lands and what? We're a prison deck. The problem cards are mainly 2-drops. I mean, I can drop the Chalices here with that idea. Let me do one Chandra Awakened Inferno and one Abrade. And keep these in. You know what? I'm gonna... let's not go so heavy there. Let's keep both Awakened Infernos here and just have 3 relics. I don't want this many relics. I don't want too many relics. The Abrade's a bit weak. It's fair. Let's do Abrade out, Regulator in to keep on Chandra theme because that's how we're going to win it, right? Relic is good against Goyf. Could be debatable. Could be debatable. All right, let's see if we can do some fun turn 1 things here. Let's play first. Well, as long as they don't have a bolt, I think I'm going to keep this. This shuts off a lot of things. If they have a bolt, we lose, right? This would be the ultimate I think we try for it. So turn 1 Blood Moon. It's unfortunately not a Blood Moon, it's a Magus of the Moon. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. We're going for it. Turn 1 Blood Moon. Go, opponent. They need Swamp or Mountain plus removal. They need any land plus a plus a Lightning Bolt. Pretty much any of their lands will be a mountain. Bolt and Seal are scary. Yep. But I don't have more Blood Moon effects. I have Magus effects. Risk it for the biscuit. We did. Overgrown Tomb. Do we have it? All right. I really have to get to their turn, because some people like to do this and then shoot this on the attack here for some reason. They like to slow roll me. For some reason, they really love doing that. All right. Opponent is good to go. Probably should have attacked and then played the Void after. I was hopeful. Opponent's Inquisition misses. Second land, right? You didn't keep a 1-lander. Okay. This is so beautiful. Is it? Is it? Uh-oh. All right, Void here. Need a spell. No, go. And now they turned on our Scry land. Exactly. It's good. Look at all the lands. So many lands. Oh, Calcium. Hold on, hold on. You are making grave assumptions of what my opponent has in their hand. Basic Swamp here is not the scary one. Basic Forest is the scary one. My opponent doesn't have red mana right now. That's kind of funny and ironic. Oh, now they can do that. Bloodstained Mire. By the way, this is a totally different game if that was a Blood Moon. Just saying. 3 mana. We have Lily. Lily makes us discard. Thanks, Lily. Get rid of a gemstone. They get rid of a bolt. Blood Moon. Maze Mind Tome. Alright. We'll take a Scry here as well. Bottom Simian Spirit Guide. Maze Mind Tome. Pass turn. We'll wait until the end step to draw our card. Maze Mind does help us keep up with Liliana here. Why didn't we pregame Cavern? I've drawn it. Or no, sorry, I didn't. I was on the play. It's like, wait a minute. They get rid of Luris. Oh gosh, that's a terrible thing for us to see. Abrupt Decays. So in response, I'll pop this to draw a card. Bonus Maze Mind Tome. Really hoping this isn't just like an Inquisition right here. Shocks in. Final card here for my opponent is a Bob. It is a Bob. Removal would be nice. Alright. Seasoned Pyromancer's okay here. I at least get to draw here. Maze Mind Tome's like a couple recursive draws, but this at least gets me 2 cards here. Not to mention that if they do down tick, it's not a good idea. Ooh. We'll hold our land. We'll hold for Rabblemaster. Don't thought seize me, opponent. What do you draw? Scavenging Ooze. Magus Luris. Alright. We can fight that. We'll fight you. We'll fight you. There's a land as well. We'll get rid of our land. They're going to be back on defense here to defend Liliana. That's okay. We're in this? We are. We are in this. Only maybe just, though. This is where Mom Dog would be important. Oh, if I could play both of these. Oh. Alright, slamming 1 down. We have 3 creatures that get in. I think I have to hit Lily here. We do trade with Dark Confidant. Any blocks that Dark Confidant does. Let's keep Lily in check here. They may block Seasoned Pyromancer here with Dark Confidant and then eat with Scavenging Ooze. It would be a fine line for them to take. Eats a Magus to make Scavenging Ooze bigger. If we can keep Lily in check a couple turns here, that'd be good. Kills Seasoned Pyromancer. Decides to hold Dark Confidant here. Lily takes 2. Takes a random draw here. Plague Engineer. Ah. Name's Goblin. Okay. I need a bridge. Probably into... I need a bridge into probably a big Chandra here. Maybe they'll name Elemental for me. Give me at least this guy. No. We got a 1/1 Rabble Master here. We'll take 3. Could get a Chandra, down tick the Chandra here. Scavenging Ooze eats our Rabble Master. I'm a little surprised they haven't eaten my Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, there he goes. Alright. Opponent's gaining life, making Dark Confidant not as painful for them. We had a land drop. I'll put it into play because of Liliana. The door is closing on us. The door is closing on our 5-0, the Jund matchup here. Dark Confidant spins the wheel and gets a land. Plays that land. Must be another land in hand. Was another Cliffs. We have 1 Lyris here, and that is it. 5/5 comes in. I'm going to take another hit here. I don't want to put Rabble Master in the yard. That gains them life. Land drop. Pass turn. 4/1 is still profit. It is. It is. It's a shame we had such a hot run. But yeah, the door is closing. We're peering out of the door. And our opponent's like, good night, Fluffy. I'm trying to shut the door. Good night. Good night. And I'm peeking out. Peeking out. Good night, Fluffy. That's what they're doing to us. We did 3 for 1 ourselves, turn 1. We did. Blocking with Elemental here. Punt then Wine. Thanks for the follow. Why didn't they alt and just split lands and creatures? I don't know. What happens if I go up here? Go down to 10, Dark Confidant. That's probably not good enough. Bridge probably would have been maybe, well, it's tough to say. I don't think I know what I do here. They can split with Lily, so that's like a reason to tag it for 2 here. I could blow up the Scavenging Ooze. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting, right? I can down tick and kill Rabble Master, Dark Confidant, and Plague Engineer. That doesn't really do much because then this becomes an 8/8. He's exile? No, it wouldn't exile. -3 swing at Lily doesn't happen. If it was a Seasoned Pyromancer, it would work with their elementals. -3 hits any non-elemental, and Rabble Master, unfortunately, is not embodied by flames. There are no creature. There's a Lurrus here. Chandra does not exile. I'm going to just pass the turn here with a Chandra going up here. My opponent should split and split appropriately. The -X exiles. That's true, yes. That is true. The -X does exile, but the board wipe does not. My opponent eats their Lurrus. You had a free blocker if you went down. I have a free blocker if I went down. Where? Opponent gets a Thoughtseize here. Yeah, no elementals left on board. Alright, so they kill Rabble Master here, and they attack me for lethal. -2 on the Plague Engineer might be interesting. I mean, there's not a lot of lines there that get us out of board wipe. They eat all kinds of stuff. Lily could split. All kinds of things. The important thing here is we went 4-1 with Chandra Tribal in Modern. Playing things with Maze Mind Tomes, Chandra's Regulators, and a whole heck of a lot of Chandras. The list is sweet. It's very Chandra heavy. The weakest performing Chandra is probably Acolyte of Flame. You could even make an argument that Awakened Inferno didn't show up too many times, but if you did run into control, it'd be a problem. The core, though, and this is what we talk about time and time again, the core led us to many victories, Chalice and One quickly, fast Blood Moons, and bridges to protect ourselves. That's the list. That was sweet.